Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Bowman here, and we are continuing our playthrough of Baldur's Gate 2, Throne of Bhaal. And today, Samian Harvarian is being grateful and helping us sneak into the monastery. Let's go.
I hope this is worth it.
Are you ready to go then? I've got the uniforms ready. Fine, let's go, but you better be on the level. Did I steer you wrong, Soren? The ball-spawn taint must be cleansed, brother. With the mercy of the gods it shall be so, brother. Be righteous, brother. Be righteous, brother.
Ah, Samo, you have done well, delivering the ball spawn as you promised. I assume they have been drugged. You do not want any trouble after all.
I brought him, but he may be more than you can handle. I drugged this one once before. I owe him one.
I knew Balthazar was a fool to trust you, Samo. Take the face of my... Get down! You are a slippery one.
Oh, come on.
Might as well be up and about. I don't think I'd sleep anyway.
Really? Oh. Just wondering what the deal was.
Yeah. What is it?
There we go. Oh, that was not the way I wanted to go.
Gotcha good.
Your presence here shows me how foolish I have been in gathering my army of mercenaries. I truly regret my wasted efforts at the expense of Amkethrin's citizens.
I demand to know where Melisande is. I assure you that Lady Melisande is not here. We had a disagreement from which she hastily departed. I shall deal with her once my business with you is finished. Save your lives, I know you are working with Ebik, Zal, and Sendai. I suppose it may have appeared as such, though in truth I have plotted their destruction ever since Melisande recruited me into the Five. What kind of lies are you spinning now? Look beyond the surface, Soren. The truth lies buried deep, as it often does when dealing with those of Bhaal's treacherous blood.
Melisande recognized the taint of Bhaal within me, just as she recognized it in Sendai, Abazagal, and the others, just as she recognized it in you. She lured me with promises of power and glory, but I followed her for a different reason. Only by joining the Five could I discover who the others were and plot their demise.
So you used me to betray the other Bondspaw for your own goals. I wish I could take the credit for this brilliant ruse, Soren, but it seems I was not the only member of the five who plotted the downfall of the others.
Melisande is the puppet master pulling your strings in this staged production. I have merely tried to stay out of your path for as long as possible, anxious to see if you would prevail.
Why would Melisande have gathered the five only to plot their destruction? It matters not, Soren. In the end, both Melisande and I have what we want. The other members of the five are dead, though she and I remain at odds. And now I suppose you plan to kill me so you can resurrect Bhaal all by yourself. Oh no, Soren, I have no such designs. Bhaal's taint is an evil blight upon the world. I have no intention of bringing the Lord of Murder back into existence. My plan is much more altruistic. I have vowed to exterminate all of Bhaal's children forever, wiping the realms clean of his tainted existence. You have merely helped me in my goal. But you are a child of Bhaal as well. What happens to you?
Once I am certain I am the last, once I know there are no others, I will perform a ritual suicide. Bhaal's evil will die with me, but first I must end your evil existence.
But I am not evil. I am a force of good and justice. People sing the praise of your name, Soren. You strive to walk the path of virtue, but your intentions are meaningless compared to the consequences of your existence.
How many bodies have you left in your wake? Hundreds? Thousands? Saradouche is a smoking waste. How many other cities and towns have you brought destruction raining down upon?
I can explain everything if you give me a chance. I am much the same, Soren. Our mere presence brings death. Is it inevitable? It is our destiny. We are not to blame. We are slaves to our father's tainted blood.
And as your power grows, so shall the ruin sown in your passing. Kingdoms will fall, and the rivers of Faerun will run with blood.
No, I do not accept this destiny you are laying on me.
Further conversation is pointless. I have a task which I must complete. Your death is a necessity, Bhaalspawn.
Is there no way to resolve this amicably, Balthazar? We are long past that. Ready yourselves.
Scream! This is worth it. I hope this is worth it.
Victory unclear. Destruction certain.
We are all heroes. You and Boo and I, hamsters and rangers everywhere. Rejoice!
The greatest of the Bhaalspawn, the Five, have been destroyed, Godchild. Nearly all of Bhaal's essence has been returned to the source. Your journey is nearly complete.
But the five aren't destroyed. Melisande remains.
The one you know as Melisande is not a member of the Five, Godchild. She is no child of Bhaal. The dead god Bhaal has not been resurrected. You must understand what awaits you at the end of your journey, Godchild. And for this, the one you know as Melisande will explain for herself.
I am here. Speak quickly.
You are here at my sufferance, spirit. You will answer our questions.
I am no dead thing. You have called a piece of a living goddess to you. However you have done it. Should I become aware of what you have done, you will pay dearly.
You are no goddess yet, mortal. The prophecy has not come to fruition.
It will soon enough. Everything has happened as I wished it, and this will be no different. All of Bhaal's essence will be mine.
Then explain yourself. If you are correct, it shall make no difference in the end.
True enough. So be it. My name is Melisande the Black-Hearted, High Matriarch and greatest Deathstalker of my Lord Murder's Bhaalist temple. 'Twas I who led all the chants in his holy name. 'Twas I who harbored his avatar when the Lord of Murder was cast down to walk among us in the time of troubles. To his greatest priestess did he come for succor.
To my most trusted Deathstalker did I entrust the secrets of my resurrection.
One of his priesthood needed to have access to the essence that would be collected from the Bhaalspawn. One of his priesthood would have to perform the necessary rites to give the dead Lord of Murder back that essence. And so, great Lord Bhaal entrusted that duty to me. After his death, I alone retained access to his essence, and my power grew as each one of his mortal children died, their divinity returning to the source.
And so you have betrayed me, Melisande the Black-Hearted. The time draws nigh, and yet you perform no rites!
That is correct. Remain dust, my foolish god. It was I who created the Five, loosed the god spawn at each other's throats, all the while promising those fools that they would serve at Bhaal's right hand. Well, they can, in limbo for all I care. It was I who masqueraded as the protector of Bhaal spawn, herding the ones that the Five could not find to their doom. I led the last Bhaal spawns to Saradush and had them slaughtered.
But you couldn't have known that I would be there.
No, that's true. I knew that Ilisera would perish against your might, but I did not expect you to show up quite so soon. Still, you proved a fortunate arrival. Getting rid of one of the Five without it looking like my doing was one thing. But with you already in Saradush, I could turn you on Yagashura as well, after I let him into Saradush to kill the other Bhaal spawn, of course. And then you turned on the rest of those paranoid fools while I distracted them. The Five were the last thing I had to deal with before I could become the Lady of Murder myself. And you've dealt with them nicely.
It's not over while I'm alive.
I have most of the essence of Bhaal under my control, fool. I am nearly a goddess. I control the entire abyssal realm that was once Bhaal's, all of the Throne of Blood. Do you dare come and face me there? Or shall I have to hunt you down like the sorry dog that you are?
It appears you leave me little choice. Too bad for you.
Then why wait? Let's see how the prophecy ends right here and now.
As you wish.
Enough. A battle here will solve nothing. Your course is set, godchild. Return to your pocket plane, and when you are ready, you will need to end its existence. Then you will be within the Throne of Blood, and Melisande will be at hand. She is not yet done taking the essence of Bhaal's children. I suggest that you move quickly, godchild. The final act of the prophecy awaits.
This is worth it. I hope this is worth it.
Evil cannot be allowed to fester.
It's him. Destroy him in the name of all that is righteous.
That's not right.
Fight next time.
You shall be quick to die.
Get down, everyone!
For gold!
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
I carry too much. Your items on the ground.
Alright, I'm gonna sell some stuff quick, and then we'll head to the pocket plane.
You should not have come to this place.
I am what lies within you. I am the ultimate oppression of your power, godling. I am the last of the barricades you have erected between yourself and destiny. Defeat me and this plane is no more. There will only be the throne of Bhaal. But you will not defeat me, for I am the Ravager. With the last child of Bhaal dead, you may now enter the abyssal realm of the Throne of Bhaal. Once you do so, the pocket plane will be destroyed forever. Your destiny is nearly complete. I am ready. It is time for the end.
As you step into the abyssal plane, the first thing that strikes you is how suddenly alien it feels. A chill wind sweeps across an empty void, screaming in your ears that you are not welcome here. Several strange towering structures are present, suspended in the void by an unknown power. All your immortal senses tell you, however, that the powerful essence of your dead father is close, and that this place is, indeed, the throne of Bhaal.
I see you have finally found your way to the throne of Bhaal. You should know, however, that you're far, far too late.
This part of the abyss was once your father's, and might have been partially yours, but it's mine now. Along with all the essence of a god, this place is mine to rule as I wish. You should have remained true to Bhaal. Only he could have saved you now. I'm disappointed in you, Soren. So much bluster, so much force. How have you managed to blunder your way through the realms and not perish sooner? I have no idea. But it doesn't matter in the long run. You've served me well enough, and now it is time for your essence to be added back to my power.
I see you as the ground!
Victory unallowed to censor. By all the
I should not be wasting time on you. I still have to absorb the Bhaalspawn essences. And there is more than enough power in this plane to keep you busy.
If you are wise, you will flee. Once I'm done with the essences, I will not hesitate to gather your own as well.
Get down, everyone! Victory unclear. Destruction certain.
Cut off the pool's flow, stopping Melisande for the time being.
Enough! I have gathered enough essence to deal with you. I will wait no longer to end your pathetic life. Prepare to join your siblings.
Oh, this is gonna
You are a slippery one.
Ugh.
Oh, for the left
For the eyes. Go for the eyes. I Go for the eyes. That's not right.
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
Where'd she go?
I command pure chaos! Kinda.
The backhand of
You want to see that? Good.
I see you with the crowd. That's not right.
No! Oh, too strong! Damn you! I must take more essence. I must have more power!
You asked for it.
Pay for your
Poison does nothing!
You are stronger than even I imagined. So be it. Your destiny versus mine. Let's finish this now, once and for all. To the victor go the spoils!
Oh, this is going to hurt you a lot more than this. Please, someone, any for the love of that wasn't even close, was it?
Enough, Amelason. The gods have decreed this contest is over.
No! over until I say it is!
You are no god, priestess of Bhaal. You play with stolen energies that make you immortal, that give you great power. But that does not make you a god.
The Bhaalspawn has not won! I refuse to believe it! Oh, I would die first!
But you cannot die, so long as the essences are within you. Even now, however, they struggle to flee from your weakened frame. You are defeated, and destiny belongs to the victor.
No! No! I will kill you all!
You will do nothing, Melisandre, but accept your fate.
Bye.
The time that was mentioned has come, Godchild. There is a choice before you. You have prevailed against all that have assailed you, and now you must decide your fate. Only one other spawn of the dead god remains, the sibling who fought at your side. Her portion of the essence is not large, but she must make a choice.
You mean me, don't you? You're talking about the part of me that's the taint, the powers I've developed.
Do you intend to keep that essence, Godchild? Or will you surrender it to your elder sibling?
If I could have gotten rid of it voluntarily, I would have done it a long time ago. Take it. I don't want it. I never wanted it.
As you wish, Inuin. So it is done. The only decision that remains, then, belongs to your sibling. The vast majority of the soul essences of the children of Bhaal, Lord of Murder, now belong to you, and you alone. You must now decide what to do with this power. Be wise. The choice is irrevocable.
What are my options?
First, you may choose to surrender that portion of the essence which remains with you. It shall be given to Melisandre, and her soul, with all the essence it contains, shall be destroyed. Surrendering the essence will allow the gods to remove its evil taint and hide it well within the halls of Mount Celestial, forever preventing it from soiling for their souls. You, Bhaalspawn, would be made immortal, free to continue your life with a destiny of your own choosing. The manipulations of gods will no longer be your concern, and your soul will be untainted.
And my other choice?
Once a Melisandre's soul is destroyed and the essence released, you may accept it into yourself if you want it, and the throne of Bhaal will be yours to command. No doubt you are willing to embrace the sheer evil of Bhaal's essence. Certainly you have ambition to rival Bhaal or his priestess, and you shall assuredly meet the same folly. You disgust me. The power is yours to command, but it shall also bring godly enemies. Surely Cyric, usurper of your sire's divine rule by edict of Al the Overfather, will gain an interest in your progress. Your future is unwritten, but once chosen, the gods know that it will be of significance to the universe. Know as well that one does not achieve godhood by simple act of will. You will have great power among the planes, but your evil taint will cause you to walk your path always alone, and good will ceaselessly counter your plans. The choice is difficult, but these are your two options, Bhaalspawn. This is where your destiny is realized, and your future begins.
I can't believe it! All this time, I've walked with someone who might become a god. It's weird. Just weird. I can't tell if it's good weird or bad weird. That kind of depends on what happens next. Just know that I'll always think of you as the person I've been proud to call a friend.
So, you would stand shoulder to shoulder with the Moon Maiden? An incredible opportunity, I admit, but a frightening one. We have spent enough time together that I believe I have some understanding of your character. I fear what would happen if you took your place among the gods, but I will not stand in your way. The gods should sing praises to see you join their ranks. You will be a force of good, of balance. But do not forget us when you ascend. Regardless of what has happened in the past, I am and shall be your friend.
No. Oh, say it is not so. We will no longer fight evil together. Oh, Boo will miss you. Forever shall we hang our heads in sadness in remembrance of our great butt-kicking friend. Boo and I will say, we knew the hero, and people will of course not believe us, and maybe they will look at us more strangely than they do now. Or maybe not.
So, it's finally come down to this, has it? After all we've been through, right from Candlekeep and Baldur's Gate, through Irenicus and Bodhi and their plans. I wonder what Gorion would say now.
Me? I'll miss you if you go. You're more than a brother to me. I owe you everything. But who wouldn't want to see the plains? Who wouldn't want to see this through to the proper end?
What a terrible thing to decide. You fought for so long to get to this point. If you choose to keep all this power, there will be nothing more than more fighting.
I couldn't do it. I wouldn't want to. What a frightening thing to become, but you've never taken the easy path, have you?
The time has come to make your choice, Baldur. What is your wish?
I do not want the essence of Bhaal. Do what you will with it. I want to remain mortal.
Then you shall begin life anew, mortal, without the taint of your sire upon your soul, and the essence of Bhaal shall forever be hidden. You have done well, and freedom shall be your reward.
So you're going to stay immortal? Wow, after all that, we're going to end up on the road again. Must feel good, though, to have your own future ahead of you again, though, no?
It'll be the first time we're able to pick up our path since we left Candlekeep. I can't wait.
Your decision has been made, Godchild. Now the act must be carried out. Prepare yourself.
Your divine essence slowly fades, and for a moment you feel empty, incomplete. It is frightening, but soon yields to a new sensation, one of hope. With your closest companions at your side, you are free to live out your mortal life, no longer a pawn of Bhaal's prophecy. The adventure draws to a close, but there will be more to come. Even as a mortal, you are to be looked upon in awe, and your power commands attention, both friendly and otherwise. Your life is yours, as are the trials to come. As years pass, tales of your exploits shall spread far and wide, and bards will sing your name along with heroes and villains of legend. Your life may be mortal, your time now finite, but the mark you have left upon the realms will endure.
Wow. Looks like there's a little bit of sort of a epilogue or synopsis with some of the characters, so we'll read that. I know this episode is a little bit longer, but I mean, we just finished the game, so we will we'll see. Eri continued adventuring after leaving Sornmerk's company, driven in her travels to oppose slavery in any form. Her compassion grew tainted by revenge, however, revenge for what had been taken while she was in chains. She might have lost herself entirely had she not stumbled across a group of Avariel enslaved in Cormyr. They compelled her to come to Faniadale, the home she was originally stolen from, and she learned much while there. Most importantly, she learned she was no longer one of them and stopped pinning for wings she wouldn't use anyway. Eri eventually became a high priestess in Understone, a gnomish village her mentor Quail has sometimes spoken of. He had been her true family, and it was among his people that she finally found peace. With the saga of the Ballspawn closed, Minsk fulfilled a long-promised oath. He returned to Rashomon, hoping to regale the Ice Dragon Berserker Lodge with the tales of his deeds and earn a place within its hallowed halls. His words were not needed. Every tavern in Faerun had a bard singing of the village and the valiant ranger, and he was welcomed as a hero. Eventually he formed his own adventuring company, the Justice Fist, striking fear in the hearts and faces of evil until his advancing age. He again set out across the realms and disappeared. And what of Boo? Well, what is Minsk without Boo? The two would never be separated, and some say they are together still, up amongst the stars where hamsters are giants and men become legends. And what of Imoen, the eternal child? She had long stood in the shadow of Soren, but she was her own person, and would find her fate where she pleased. She returned to Candlekeep for a time, her formidable skill in magic granting a greater appreciation for its tomes. It was smaller than she remembered. However, she did not stay long. Later she was seen in such vaunted company as Kelvin, Blackstaff, and Elminster, by all accounts encouraging them to not be such stuck in the muds. Her influence grew over time, and she may have founded a thieves' guild that now operates all the way to Neverwinter. When asked of this, she always answered with a smile of purest innocence. "Hey-ya," she would say. "It's just me, Imoen." Though Algaroth was not seen again for many years after the events in the deep stone mines, the bringer of doom was not killed there. By the time Algaroth resurfaced, Rasad had already been dead for some time. After the events of the Ballspawn saga, Rasad was no longer satisfied to live as a fugitive. He returned to Kalishan, determined to prove his loyalty to the Sun Soul Order. Unable to conceive the Sun Soul's hierarchy, he had truly not parted with their teachings. He was cast out, denouncing the judgment, proclaiming his innocence, and refusing to leave. The stories say he fought off more than 100 Sun Soul monks before succumbing to their superior numbers. Haran Sigsar herself struck the final blow. In the aftermath of Rasad's death, those present were shocked to realize that not one of those he fought that day had been killed. Later, the monk Gahan, one of those who decided Rasad's guilt, was revealed to be an agent of the Dark Moon Order. Nira traveled back to the north, stopping at inns and taverns along the way, always listening happily as bards wove tales both true and false in her adventures with Soren. When she reached the High Forest, she was welcomed back as a hero and personally congratulated by Turling the Trint. Afterwards, Nira returned to Amon to reunite with the surviving wild mages of the Hidden Refuge, thinking she would find happiness in their company. But Nira was now restless and powerful. She soon departed, making her way to the Moonsea. With the help of a wild surge or two, she sank 3 Docthane slaver ships single-handedly, driving the Red Wizards from the city of Melvaunt. This attracted Thaye's attention, and Nira found herself hounded once again by Red Wizards. She enjoyed it for a time, and at one point even found herself in another alliance of convenience with Suzanne Tam, but eventually she returned to the Sword Coast, where she lived the rest of her days with her friends and her memories. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a longer episode, but an exciting one nonetheless, because that is the end of our little story here. I'm going to be putting up a video. It should be up after this one, whenever this one airs, and I'll be doing a review on Baldur's Gate 2 and Baldur's Gate Throne of Bhaal. I think I'll just throw them both together in one. So yeah, I don't want to say too much because I don't want to repeat myself in the review video. But I just want to say I can't wait for Baldur's Gate 3 to come out fairly soon this year. So yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me on this epic adventure. I can't wait to continue playing more games. The next game we play will be a surprise. So, with that, thank you very much for joining me. As always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you all in the next one.